एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक्स हम कैसे, पिछली बार हमने इम्पोर्टेंस के बारे में पढ़ा था एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट की, तो आज हम कैसे, हाउ कैन वी डू द एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट, व्हाट एल्स वी कैन डू एज एन इंडिविजुअल टू मैनेज एनर्जी, we will just study that. So Barack Obama once said the easiest way to save money is to waste less energy, and we all know that. We all know this thing that the easiest way to save energy is to to save money is to waste less energy. Now, what else we can do to save energy, and why it is necessary to manage the energy? Energy management is actually the process of monitoring, controlling, and conserving energy in building or organization. So, as an individual, wherever we are working or where we are studying, if we are saving the energy, we are actually managing the energy basically. So, it is a continuous process of monitoring, controlling, and conserving energy. Why there is a global need to save energy? Obviously there is a global need to save energy, because when we are as together we are saving energy, then only the nation builds up. So we should reduce the damage that we are doing to our planet Earth, and as a human race, it is our actually responsibility to do that. And we should probably find things that rather difficult without the Earth. So it makes a good sense to try to make it last. So it is not that we are going to sustain forever, and whatever we are doing to reduce our dependence on the fossil fuels that are becoming increasingly limited in supply, and we have discussed a lot about it. So our dependence on the fossil fuels like diesel is there, petrol is there, that dependence should decrease. Now, controlling and reducing energy consumption at your organization. At your organization is where talking about every individual where we are working. As I am working here, so I'll just see. Like in our sense, we can discuss it like when we used to have our classes offline, and when your lecture is off and you are going to canteen or going for a lunch. Always we used to say you that switch off the fans and lights of your classroom. So every individual has, an individual responsibility to save the energy, and what it does, it reduces the cost, and this is becoming, increasingly important as energy cost is rising too much. It also reduces the carbon emission because we are taking it to the whole, and the environmental damage that they cause, as well as the cost related implications of the taxes, and like our organization also, we pay a lot of electricity bill. So whatever energy we can save, that is a good thing. And it also, the third parameter is to reduce the risk. The more energy you consume, the greater risk that energy price will increase, obviously, and the supply will be shorter, because these fossil fuels are not going to be there forever, and it would obviously affect our profitability of energy production also, and or even to make impossible for your business organization to continue. So with the energy management, we can actually reduce the risk by reducing our demand for the energy and by controlling it to make it more predictable, you can say. So saving energy also reduces the cost, and if we are talking about the industries, it reduces the carbon emissions also, and the environmental damage, and it also reduces the risk of the increasing prices. How best we can manage the energy consumption, metering your energy consumption and collecting the data. So you can make a parameter that after every 3 months or after every 5 months, how much energy we are using, we are collecting and finding and quantifying the opportunities to save the energy, targeting the opportunities, not only to think, okay, not only to find the opportunities, also working for that. So targeting the opportunities to save the energy and tracking our progress at saving energy. So as an individual, we can obviously manage our energy consumption, and as an organization also. Now, energy saving tips, there are some relatively simple techniques that can reduce the energy consumption and lower its cost and advance our conservation. Goals are there like using the solar energy panels and all. And whenever there is no, we are not working and electricity is not needed, we can close the fire and we can close the engines also. Whenever we are sitting on a red light or a traffic light, we can close our car's engine. So there are many things that we can do. And if we do talk about the lightning, we can replace the incandescent lighting with compact fluorescent. These are available these days in the market. Lighting indoors and outdoors, and CFL is almost four times. You know that CFL is almost four times efficient as the old bulbs, and they last also 12 times longer. And for the outdoor lights, you can use photo cell or any of the light that is working on the solar energy. So they are automatically, turn off during the day hours. And indoor lighting, we can adjust the lighting levels according to our needs, and we can dim the lights if they are not needed. So these things can be done to save the energy. And whenever we are, if there is a daylight and you are starting or we are doing some work, so we can use the or take the advantage of the natural light, and we can work near our window. So these are small things. Okay. Now, there is a lot of energy consumption due to motors, whether it is automobile industry, whether they are other industries also. So it is said that whenever we are purchasing, a new motor, choose the energy efficient. And these days, whenever we are buying the car also, okay, so we always look upon the engine which is energy efficient, and which is also not harming the environment. So premium efficiency motors may cost more, but they have a relatively short payback to offset these costs. So motors are oversized, and when they power and use require less horsepower, and the motor is capable of producing. So we can select lower. Suppose there is a room, and I'll give you an example. There is a room and only 1 ton AC is needed, and should be according to our need. So we should be thinkable about all these things, because the bigger is the power generator, the more we are energy we are using. So we should look upon the appliances where the motors are, they are operated at low load and have lower power factors, thus having, lower efficiencies also. So basically, we should see about the motor which is giving us more power, and the thing is, and it is using less energy. So such kind of motors can be used. तो हाँ वी वर डिस्कसिंग मोटर्स. तो जब भी हम कोई भी नई मोटर हम परचेज करते हैं बेटे, तो हमें उसकी एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी पे ध्यान देना चाहिए. और जो भी प्रीमियम एफिशिएंसी मोटर्स होती हैं, उनकी कॉस्ट ज़रूर 10-20% ज़्यादा होती है, लेकिन लॉन्ग टर्म में वो हमें एनर्जी को बचाती है और हमारे लिए ज़्यादा यूजफुल है. तो वी कैन ऑलवेज थिंक अबाउट दीज मोटर्स. Okay. And जैसे कि electrical engineers, and they know that the voltage of motor it should be close to the design limits, and voltage जो है वो आपकी जो लिमिट है उसको अंदर होनी चाहिए, and so that the low power factors जो है that is penalized for our power company. वोल्टेज इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अब बहुत सारी ऐसी मशीनरी हैं, जैसे स्लाइड्स में आपको कंप्रेस्ड एयर है. हम कंप्रेस्ड एयर की भी कॉस्ट को मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं, कंप्रेस्ड एयर ऑपरेशन और रिड्यूसिंग उसके लीक्स को रिड्यूस करके. और हम एक सिस्टम अप्रोच भी मेंटेन कर सकते हैं बाय मेंटेनिंग द एयर सिस्टम्स. और बहुत सारे ऐसे कंप्रेसर्स भी होते हैं जो कि मतलब हम जो स्मॉलर कंप्रेसर्स यूज करते हैं वो चलते ही रहते हैं, मतलब अनऑक्यूपाइड पीरियड के लिए वो रन ही कर रहे हैं, तो हमारा ध्यान भी नहीं जाता. So they can be staged between the time limits to control the optimized performance. These things are very very important. अब आता है एक बोलते हैं HVAC. ये होता है हीटिंग, वेंटिलेशन एंड एयर कंडीशनर. एयर कंडीशनर आजकल हर किसी के घर में और सब जगह ऑफिसेज में भी लगा हुआ है. ठीक है. तो इसकी जो वो है एयर कंडीशनिंग की, जो भी लोड हमारा उठाता है, तो जैसे हम इसको लो टेम्परेचर पे चलाते हैं अपने एयर कंडीशंस को 18 या 19 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, जो बहुत लोड एक साथ उठाता है, तो हमेशा अगर हम इसको एक एवरेज टेम्परेचर पे चलाएं, 23-24 पे चलाएं और स्टेबल रखें इसको, तो हम एनर्जी को हम बचा सकते हैं. These things are very very important. Similar thing is for refrigeration also. जो कॉइल्स वगैरह हम यूज करते हैं, हम हमेशा जहाँ पर भी आपका रेफ्रिजरेटर होना चाहिए, वहाँ पर आपका एयर का जो फ्लो है दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी नेसेसरी. So these things are, all these things, either it is refrigeration, either it is thermal energy, boilers, our these things are using, a lot of energy. So wherever we can reduce the cost, and we can do that. हमेशा रेफ्रिजरेशन के टेम्परेचर सेटिंग्स को हमेशा आपने देखना चाहिए. अगर आपकी विंटर्स है तो ये ना हो कि वो आपके समर्स जितना ही लोअर टेम्परेचर पे चल रहा है. So always, check the temperature settings to ensure that they are not lower than necessary. So we can, look upon all these things. जहाँ पर हमारी frequent fluctuations है टेम्परेचर में या डायरेक्ट सनलाइट है, वहाँ पर हमारा रेफ्रिजरेशन सिस्टम नहीं होगा, indoors में होगा. So all these things we know that, and these things are, necessary for saving the power. So we can do all these.